critic Josh Bell right here in our studio. And of course, when you see him, you know we're going to talk about movies.
Yes,
so
indeed.
We do have a lot of things going on this weekend for you guys. So let's start off with the Triple Threats, a new action movie.
Yes, this is sort of, I guess you could compare it to the Expendables of kind of like B-level action stars. So a bunch of kind of martial arts and action movie people who do a lot of cult action movies and straight-to-video stuff teaming up in this movie, including Tony Jaa, Iko Uwais, who's from the Raid movies, Michael J. White, Scott Adkins, and a bunch of others in this kind of team-up action movie. And it is going straight to video, but for one night only. For fans of these kinds of films, you can catch it in theaters on the 19th at 7 p.m. in a bunch of theaters around town. And I think for these kinds of movies, that people who are really into them, they have these cult followings, they only get to watch them at home. It's cool to get to go to a theater, even just for one night, to see one of these on a big screen.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of things to talk about. So
yeah.
Moving on to the next one, we do have the 5th Annual Nevada Film Festival.
The Nevada Women's Film Festival,
right.
Yes. Yeah, this is a great event. I hope people will go out to it. It's gotten better and better every year. It's over at the Eclipse Theaters downtown. There's short films, there's features, there's a tribute to Susan Anton, the actress, who's a local, panel on social media, and an indie film called Night Comes On. They're going to have the director and writer of that to talk with them. And it's just a really cool event, a great showcase for women in front of the camera, behind the camera, locals, all of that. I encourage people to check it out. I will be there, and as I have been the last several years, it's always a really good time.
Yeah, and as you said, it's been getting better and better each
Yes,
year.
it really has. I mean, this is the 5th year, and it's grown a lot. The diversity of the lineup that they have and the people they get in, it's a really cool local event.
Yeah, and something familiar maybe to some of you guys, Cruel Intentions?
Yes, we were talking maybe not familiar to you, but a lot of 90s teenagers, I think, remember this movie from 1999 with Ryan Phillippe and Sarah Michelle Gellar and Reese Witherspoon. It's kind of a loose adaptation of Dangerous Liaisons. I think it was one of the sort of risque things for teenagers to watch
90s.
then. Yes, yeah.
90s
So it's celebrating its 20th anniversary with a re-release starting this coming Thursday night, and it's actually going to be out for a whole week. So you can catch it a number of times in a number of theaters from the 21st through the 28th. If people, again, maybe watched it on VHS back in the day, and now you can go with your friends and get some nostalgia out of seeing it in the theater.
Yeah, speaking of nostalgia, To Kill a Mockingbird, we do have a lot of classics also coming back to the theaters.
Yeah, TCM, which has their big screen classic series, always great, important films. To Kill a Mockingbird from 1962 with Gregory Peck, of course, based on the novel that a lot of people read in school, and that's going to be on the 24th and 27th. You can catch that in local theaters, and they always have some extra features from TCM with their host giving you some background and introductory stuff about those movies. And again, like I keep saying, always good to see these movies on a big screen if you get a chance to.
And just really quick before we go, The Godfather 2 will also be back on the theater.
Yes, that'll be at the Galaxy Cannery as part of their Flashback Cinema series on the 24th and 27th. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, gangster classic. Check that one out. Beautiful film to see on a big screen.
Yes, and we do, of course, appreciate you coming here every Sunday. We appreciate you talking about all these events. So we do have a lot of things going on for you and your family. So we're going to have all of this as well, a breakdown online. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back. And thank you, Josh.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.